Removed is really strong in the current patch, especially with the, I think everybody now knows really.
Oh my god, the cancer boots.
The cancer
boots
of sweetness. Exactly. Such an additional mobile pick that they could have out, and Natalia being removed, this is a clear indication that Evos has been doing their research.
Definitely. Well, I do like this pickup here of Natalia being banned out as well as Grok. I do feel that this is going to be a very, very interesting composition here. We do see Lancelot Hayabusa being picked up here by Evos. What do you think about this? I mean, you go for a strong pick early on like IDNS does, right? They do hover over the high loss right now. But the fact that they picked up Lancelot Hayabusa could be very interesting coming towards IDNS. Do you feel that IDNS, I mean, they don't have their own MPL, right? But I'm pretty sure they've made some necessary preparations for this kind of composition.
I'm very sure that they have. I, in fact, really love the Chol pickup over here. It's slightly underrated. We haven't really seen much of him in the Malaysian, Singapore, or the Indonesian side recently. But he is. We were theory crafting about this, and he is pretty high up there. Hayabusa's, early on pick with Lancelot was a great initial starter because you have damage dealers, you have it. One of the stronger picks within this patch, but to round it off, having Angela and Akai just gives them the extra versatility. And oh my word, that's such a quick lock-in for Jawhead. I'm not sure about the final Jawhead composition, how much into the team fight and as a fighter will he actually play out. But Bane and Fanny rounding up Idns Thailand, absolutely insane. So here we have it. On both sides, we now have the lineups. I'm going to get a little bit of your, prediction just based on the picks and bans that's there, because I did not expect Bane to come through.
I didn't expect Bane to come through. I didn't even expect the Jawhead, but I do see a little bit of how this Jawhead can fit in this composition. He can set up some really interesting fights here, especially with Lancelot and Hayabusa. Hayabusa now being worked out a little bit more. Now, instead of mana, he does have energy. He does have energy now, so I think that's going to be really, really interesting. How that's going to fit into the entire composition and whether or not the team can execute. Because when we look at this composition, you're going to see that it's all about execution. It's all about how we're going to get the damage into their faces. We're going to be loading into the game. Whether or not it's going to be IDNS Thailand or Evos, let us know in the comments below. Hashtag Evos win or hashtag IDNS Thailand win. Let us know.
I mean, IDNS Thailand picked here with the Bane coming through. Not only does it throw a little bit of a wrench into what you typically see within the region here, it also is showing their versatility and their flexibility as a team, and that is something to be feared.
Definitely. Alright, so standard knock-up here. Oh my god, Amy IZ now in a lot of trouble. IDNS seems to be in the big bottom spot here early on. It's going to be first blood. Jawhead drawing out first blood for the side of Evos. And Evos looking to make sure that the Indonesian pride echoes in the comments. Oh, we see Nemo TV now in a little bit of trouble here.
I mean, it was really good for them to respond afterwards by going in and having the invade, noticing that Hayabusa was not there, most likely taking his buff. Nice rotation coming in from the side of Idns Thailand to spot that out. And now we see that, the sort of, three-man, death walk that's coming out from Evos there, using a little bit of advantage in terms of extra gold and experience that they got to pressure the bottom lane. And that's really good, setup from them. Evos wants to pick up the early fight because Bane does need a little bit of scaling before he's able to, really have a significant impact into the game.
30 seconds before the turtle, and we do see that Evos now looking towards getting, there goes the ejector onto Amy, and it's going to be the spin to win here coming in from the Fanny, and it's going to go down. Angela gets the kill here. Emperor Nemo, and of course, just no limit looking towards pushing that bot lane. This is going to play strongly towards Evos here because of how they're going to be ganking towards his bot side. That's going to open up the objectives for them. That's going to give them a lot more experience and a lot more gold. Over the top side, however,
great flicker away from the action, making sure it's absolutely safe. At the same time there, Gushen, my word, being able to isolate him out away, but will they pay for it with his life? Bane dies up top, and there's still going to be more engaged over here. Does pull back their knives.
Well, IDNS now looking towards getting some kind of a counterplay here. Marsha looking towards trying to get some situations to play out better for the side of Evos, but it seems that IDNS looking towards getting back the aggression and getting back a little bit more map control here. Now we do see that IDNS is responding to this bottom side push here. They might divert some resources over to the bot side, but it seems that with the binding that's going to go down over to the Fanny, going to stop that Cutthroat from taking up air superiority.
Yeah, I mean, really good, timing on the steel cables there, making sure that she got away, away enough from the danger that was there. Really good. Currently 3-1, just checking sure that Turtle is still there. Both teams are standing around it. Akai still
oh, the flicker right into the ejector seat. Amy is in a big spot here. Amy's gonna go down to the Lancelot. This is gonna be where the fight's gonna go down. Turtle going back and getting back the HP, regenning. And the fight is splintered in over their heads. Emperor now going dangerously low. Will he be able to get away? Oh, manages to get away. Dodges it beautifully.
I mean, that was really nicely done by them. They're focusing on the team fight, making sure that they were not specifically taking the objective, which helped a lot in stopping the objective being taken. And with that, we see a little bit more kills, the goal lead growing in terms of Evos' favor, but the main objective was still not taken.
I mean, it's a little bit of a throwback towards MSC in my opinion, because when we do see some things like this, right, where goal lead is definitely something in favor and kills are something in favor for an enemy team, we do see that some teams are able to play from behind. These itemizations are going to be very interesting. What do you think about this? All of this,
I mean,
Pseudo.
the boosts of swiftness all across the board. We also see lots of magical resistance coming through as well. You do have Angela, you have Jawhead and Akai there. So it makes sense that IDNS Thailand is really setting up for the later stages of the game where the damage will not be as severe as before.
Now we do look here, a lot of problems coming in for the side of Evos here. Oh, Amy gets flicked again. Over the shoulder he goes. Just No Limits has been taken down. That's not gonna be a good start here for the side of the fight. Evos now in a big trouble, but they managed to get another kill back. It's 1-for-1 now. Will Marsha be able to go? Amy now in a big spot. This is where the dive can be good. Another kill by the Hayabusa, and we do see Evos looking towards getting more and more advantages here. Amy getting poked down a little bit more, and we do see that they are going to try to get the turtle again, and it's going to be the first turtle going to go over towards Evos. More experience, more gold.
Exactly, they've been trying so hard for the objective, finally paying it off, does secure it. On top of it, getting the few additional kills, and also now a little bit of the map advantage as well. Moving towards your favor, back up top, we're going to see that Bane is skirmishing a little bit with Hayabusa. That's there. Still trading back and forth. Nice Veil picked up by Gushin there. Prioritizing a little bit more defensiveness because they do want to stay in this fight a little bit longer to make sure that they are able to deal out the damage. The kickback is there.
There goes the kickback. It's beautifully done. Nemo TV goes down. Amy in a bit of trouble here. Has to flicker away. This is where the fight could turn around, but Evos decides, nope, we're not going to go and commit too much towards it. This is where some trouble is going to be for Evos here. Oh, Korra TV, Aura now in a bit of trouble. Will be able to get that little bit of health that thanks to the lifesteal, but he's going to get taken down with the smack from Bane. Now we do see Just No Limit hanging out over to the bot side here. Fanny in the jungle looking towards their moving up here. So as we see this kind of style, we do like what Evos is doing actually. So I feel that what Evos is doing is relative towards getting those early objectives, but they've got to be very careful that IDNS does not pick up on this and matches their playstyle here, because if they match their playstyle, then all of the lead that you have seen thus far, like how we've seen early on, is going to translate towards a very weak mid game here for the side of Evos. We do see that the goal is being catched up here by the side of IDNS. Evos still has a lead, but is only a few plays away from losing that lead. What do you think about this, Pseudo?
I definitely agree about the early stages of the game here. We talked about Evos wanting, to take a little bit extra risk as they're doing that. So far, their risk has paid off. However, with the middle stages of the game coming out now, we are seeing that Gushin is able, to come in, do that burst damage out there. Aura might get taken down here, but will take somebody else with him. Fanny goes down there as well. Might be able to escape. Juke will not quite be enough. Chug gets a kill onto that one, and it's still going to be more aggression back up top. Loving the fact that Evos is playing more of a objective-based game out here, systematically removing people from under the turret and then pushing it out.
Well, I like this because Emperor is actually timing his dodge really well. So I do like the fact that with the follow-up that's coming in from the side of Evos, they might actually be able to steal this game away from IDNS. And I don't know about you, but it seems that
team
IDNS in a
destroyed
little
a
bit of a
turret.
shaky side here coming into the first game. But it's still not too late. There's still 2 kills behind. Not too far off, but it's going to be a bit of a battle here if they need to catch up. They need to win a little bit more fights. And this is where IDNS does not win fights here. Amy getting caught again and is going to get taken down. Look at the amount of damage that's being drawn out here. A mega kill onto Emperor. Emperor living up to his words. A dominant display of regality.
And we are going to see that Hayabusa has started up Lord here already. Now, Idns Silence is more so primed towards the later stages of the game, where Fanny can really wreak havoc across, the split pushing side of the map. And that's what they haven't really reached yet. Look for this to happen around the 10 to 12 minute mark, as the items really start to build up. Because they went a little bit more defensive earlier on, they are lacking a little bit of damage right now. But still, removing Angela.
Fanny coming in, removing Angela is going to be a big problem here for the side of Evos. Now IDNS might be able to turn this around. If they get the Lord here from under Evos' noses, they could turn around the fight and they could get it. Oh, that was a beautiful high loss ultimate here. Marsha being taken down, separated from the fight. They're all going to go, but Lord has been slain. IDNS Thailand might be able to come and turn this around, but the fight is not in their favor. They will be getting them down one by one, and out of nowhere, IDNS Thailand catching it up. Will the Indonesian pride chants silence in the comments now? Oh man, Indonesian
That
team.
was, really hard for Evos to take out there. Not only were they pushed away from Lord, but they should not have gone in for the re-engage of the fight. Yes, they should have gone in, potentially for the steal that's there, but overcommitting with the resources was insane. Having the concentrated energy on Gushin there meant that he could just sustain so much within the teamfight that's going on. Oracle there on high loss as well, making sure that he does stay topped up throughout the whole time. Cursed Helmet on Akai not quite going to be helping in this situation. They need to wait for the next round of items before Evos can start to compete with them. But with Idns Thailand now getting their items, they are in pretty prime position to fight more equally.
Now here comes Evos now sticking together, making sure that they are going to win out this fight. Amy has to get away now. That's going to be a bad spot for the side of IDNS to take the fight here. Evos looking towards getting it back. Taking a little bit of turret damage will be Framesy. But Lord will be helping them push them out here. IDNS looking towards ending this game against Evos, making sure that they do not come back from
The
this.
split push on Fanny, we talked about it just a couple of minutes ago, and now we're seeing it happen over here with the distraction of Law all the way on the other side of the map. It's working so well. Great flick away from Gushin up there. Looks like we'll be able to pull back the knives just in time. The tower will go down and back up top as well. The second one will go down. All three. The base is exposed. And you want to talk about an explosive match? Look at how everything changed within the last 2 minutes.
I think a lot of it was just put into that one Lord play that IDNS was able to steal from. Because IDNS was able to steal that Lord play, because they made the play to steal the Lord, right?
Yep.
You're gonna realize that they just gave so much breathing space, and because of the breathing space that they created, IDNS was able to take advantage of the lanes, was able to take advantage of the damage stats that they got, and most importantly, they were able to shut down Evos' lead. Evos now has to turtle up a little bit, make sure that they do not lose these next 2 fights. Losing this next fight might be the end for Evos.
It might be the end now already. Now we're going to see that Fanny has to back out a little bit. Akai's ultimate is on. Does trap 2 members out there. Will it be enough to bring it down in the end?
IDNS now in a big spot of trouble. One of the damage dealers has gone down. Cho will be taken down, and there goes Amy now looking towards it, but there is going to be a bit of a push here over to the top side. This is going to be crazy. IDNS looking towards it, and look at that superiority by Amy, looking to live up the passion, looking to live up the damage is going to go down. Aura now has to go down. There goes Just No Limit, looking towards getting that No Limit up and at him. But will they be able to get it? No, IDNS pushing it out. This is going to be bad here for the side, but the turret damage coming down for IDNS will stop them from pushing it out. This is where IDNS has got to go back. This is where Evos could actually get a little bit more breathing space, but it's not going to be enough though. Framesy looking towards getting it, and oh my god, Miss Mink taking them down with some good kills here.
I mean, really utilizing Bane so effectively. The ultimate zoning, people away, making sure that they are trapped out there. Although Evos did win a little bit of the team fight and deter Idns Thailand, they are playing around in their base. That is not a good position to be in. Bane gets trapped away, but will it be enough damage? It does not look that way. Gushin comes back in. Angel will still not be enough to save it. And now Akai Unfortunately, you may be a wonderful jumping panda, it will not be enough to deter them all from keeping away.
Well, that was nicely done here. iOS coming in to help him out, but it will be Akai that gets taken down. Emperor now respawns. This is a perfect time for IDNS to actually go into the enemy territory and just secure whatever objectives that they can get and keep up the pressure. I do like the fact that they are pushing it out, but looking at the amount of stats is coming, oh my goodness, look at that. Isowadi.
I mean, ISO is definitely doing a really good job here. You're gonna look at one thing. Bane is already hit 10,000 gold.
Exactly.
That's a huge amount of gold that translates into items over there. On the other side, Evos is struggling when it comes to gold. We're gonna see here that Fanny as well, about to hit that 10,000 mark. So strong, and Evos cannot afford to step out of their base, because the moment they do that, Fan is going to go in and immediately start the back door. Bane can look for the fight to slow them down from returning back to base.
Here comes the kickback. The kickback is good though, but no members of IDNS are nearby. Here comes other members from the side of Evos to come in. IDNS now looking towards getting that kill. Marsha now in a bit of trouble. Marsha spins to wins the high loss ultimate. Buying some time as much as they can, but the Lord has been taken down, and this is bad here. Instead of buying time, they should have just backed away as quick as they can, but the double kill is going to go over towards IDNS. This is the spelling of doom here coming in from Evos, and the silence of Indonesian pride. A lot of Indonesians are going to be disappointed here, but it is game number 1 after all. They still have another game for them to come back in and try to draw it out, but here they come again and again. Here comes IDNS with more damage and more kills. The numbers are not in favor for the side of Evos, and this is going to be game number 1 in favor of IDNS Thailand.
What a way to kick things off. Thailand showing everybody, how it's done in pride, really there. We're going to switch back a little bit to us for now. And hello, we're back.
Well,
my name is Suro. All the action you just heard there was coming from the Hound, obviously.
Man, I gotta take off my glasses for a while, because my eyes are just completely taken aback by the amount of, it's just amazing to watch a team that is just so understanding of their own win capabilities. They knew what they had to do. Evos came in strong early on, and that was great. I did think that the Indonesians were very, very, very talented in bringing a very strong early game. However, the Thais were just, the IDNS was able to just bring some Thailand spiciness towards them. I don't know, it must be there.